Well, I got a lot for you guys tonight. And honestly, I just want to make you picture this. Imagine this me for a second. And imagine you're me standing on the edge of a cliff, overlooking the sea. And Glory herself, an angel, an epic angel, is walking past in the sky with a hand extended saying, "Come on." She floats past, golden light, silk dress, whatever you imagine Glory is. Flowing wild hair. There she is, spinning in the wind. She looks back over her shoulder with a soft disappointment. Smile, kind that says, "I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you. But I can't wait for you." Heart still pounding. My feet won't move. I seem magnetized to the ground somehow. The dull voice in my head starts whispering, "Wait, you tried this 10 times already. What makes this time different?" Hmm? What would make this time different? Still the same thing from high school. Still the same news time kid in the morning. Here I am giving you the deepest, profound news. What's up, guys? What's going on? Corrado Santa Cruz here, and got another episode for you. We're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deep. We're gonna talk about some stuff tonight because I think it's necessary and I think it's needed because everybody just want to operate on lies, operate on fantasies, operate on pretend, and just da-di, everything's fine. No, it's not. There's some things we need to address. People are dying. And death seems to be some far off consequence that, oh, it'll never come to me. You almost died 3 times. Yes, death does come. Does death thus come? Old English. It will come. I just don't want violent. I don't violent death sucks. A slow one be preferred. Even if it's a slow fight. Right?
Power off.
It's coming. Damn, it's kicking my ass. Oh shit. And then just give it all. It's like warrior death, right? Like but that's cool because time and death kind of have a little bit of relationship there. But anyway, that's a whole nother episode. What's going on, guys? I'm trying to just talk about standing on the edge of glory, of when you know you're supposed to make that move. When you know, like, okay, I should take this opportunity. I should jump. I should shake this man's hand. I should shake this woman's hand. I should throw myself into the fray of these entrepreneurs and these big. And then I know. I don't know if it's discernment or fear. Or maybe just moral judgment. I don't like it. I don't. Because we could all be big and bad, right? We could all be big and bad, but I don't think all of us wants that. I don't think we all want that. And then when the moment when I saw glory passing me by, not glory for myself, just like purpose. Purpose was going away. This whole reason for being was like drifting away. I was like, I should probably catch that. I should probably catch that. Because if not, I'm going to fall into hedonism. I'm going to fall into absolute moral destruction. I'm going to fall into complete decay of my body and just die. Like, that's not fun. Like, that's not good. Like, that's the end of all things life and like good. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that. That's forgive the dabbling. But the dabbling gives you right to come back? No. Actually, you know what? No, you don't. Because that was a random night, not a lifestyle. That's the difference. Are you gonna lead your life like this all the time? Or is this just happen, you gotta like, alright, my bad. But because no, think about it, because then if we have the opposite direction, there's no way out. Then everybody's canceled, everybody's unforgiven forever, and nobody can ever recover from anything they've ever done. Is that the world you want? You want to live in an unforgiving, absolute unforgiving world where nothing wrong you've done can ever be forgiven at all? At all. Nope, that's who you are. That's you. What if it was a mistake? What if it was a lapse of judgment? What if it's just something they're like, damn, I didn't even do that. It just happened to be in the moment. There's mistakes. There's we can forgive people. All right, okay, you weren't your full faculties. You're a little offset. No worries. Still our family, still our friend. We love you. Come home. But no, what would cancel culture do is completely exile you, kill you, even in fact seek your death on a public platform. So that's called fascism. You didn't think about that, did you? It's called fascism, honey. All right. So while you wake up to your own ideologies, I'm going to go ahead and continue to explain. Now, Christ is the one who forgives, right? I mean, can we all agree here? Wouldn't you want to be forgiven for your worst shit? I've done some random crap. Nothing on the level of being arrested, but I'm just saying, I drank, I've done drugs, I've messed around, but no. Who do I keep coming back to? I don't have to say it. I don't even have to say it, bro. He's got us in our best interest. He made us. It just seems funny why somebody resists. Back away. He's telling us good things. He's telling us good things that will make us survive and be okay and like actually thrive and live. And we want to be like, nah. What the hell? What? You have a divine creator who gave us life, trying to give us a new way path forward, and you want to be like, okay, good luck. Good luck. Well, anyway, guys, let's go back. This is why my 10th real redemption at this whole podcast thing is powerful, because every time I came close, something would pull me back. More like the enemy would attack. And that's insane because, like, I've always been trying to make this podcast. And then as soon as I turned it into a, like, God podcast, it got hard. That's a pretty big piece of evidence, if you ask me. So the moment I try to turn this into a God podcast, and then it got hard, all right. See, the enemy can't play poker. He can't play poker. He doesn't know how to play poker. He always shows his hand because he wants to be like, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. Gloaty. Pride. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. What are you doing? Nothing. You ever felt yourself like being like procrastinating? Like, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. You know, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right feeling, waiting for the right spiritual status, if you will. But psychology does have a name for this. It's called analysis by paralysis, or paralysis by analysis, fear of failure, self-sabotage, self-handicapping, where we create obstacles that do feel that if we fail, we can say, I wasn't ready or really ready trying. Instead of facing the deeper fear that maybe we're not enough. And that's a scary thing because you are enough. You are completely valid as a person and a human being. But maybe you do have to challenge yourself. Maybe there's a higher version of your current you that needs to be brought up, challenged, brought up. Like lifting weights, right? Like practicing sex, right? Like practicing parenthood, right? Like practicing workship relationships, right? All these things of a human aspect that we must practice come into despair when we can't perform. So it doesn't mean that you can't perform, it's just we are all in that same pattern of trying to do best and better and more and greater. I'll let you sit on that for a second. You've seen this story 100 times. Rocky gets a chance and still almost talks himself out of it. Neo stands there staring at the red pill. Luke Skywalker is told, do or do not, there is no try. Even Peter, in the Marvel movies, keeps running from the responsibility until he finally steps up. You see, we love these stories. And these stories speak to the soul. I know they're silly. I understand they're Marvel superhero stuff. But you know what? They say a lot. They really do. Now let's get into the word because the Bible doesn't sugarcoat this either. Joshua 1:9 says, have I not condemned you? Commanded you. Sorry, commanded, not commanded. Condemned is bad. Commanded you. Not commanded you? Be strong, courageous. Be not frightened, and do not be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. It's not a suggestion. That's a command. And it came right before Joshua had to lead people into the unknown. Matthew 4 Matthew 14 says, Peter walking on the water, he actually does it. He does. Until he looks to the wind and the waves and the stars shrinking, the moment takes his eyes off of the Lord and focuses on the risk, and then he goes under. See that? Don't focus on the risk. Of course there are risks. Of course, yeah. Everything's going on. Yeah, the boss is mad. The money's bad. Car's overdue. Like, of course, yeah. But what did Peter do? He didn't focus on the problems. He focused on the solution. And he said, let me walk out to you. Let me walk out to you. Of course, we as humans, he did go under. But that was the mercy. That was the oh, okay. I see where you fall short. And then he didn't let Peter drown, mind you. He didn't let Peter drown. He didn't let just let him drown like whatever. Probably pretty deep too, because I can see Galilee is kind of deep. You reach for it. And then there's the parable of the talents in Matthew 25. And the servant who buried his talent out of fear gets called wicked and lazy. Not because he lost money, right? But they didn't trust. There's just a whole wild ass thing. Then there's the parable of the talents in Matthew 25. The servant who buried the talents out of fear gets called wicked and lazy, not because he lost his money, but because he was too afraid to use what he was given. Alright guys, this is going to be a part 2, and I'm going to let you guys go because I really have to think about this one. So I love you, God bless, and I hope you have an amazing night, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? I got to read this stuff. Have a good night.